What's up, everybody? It's your boy Awesome, and welcome to the second part of the 10-part series introductory videos to CorelDRAW. And today we're going to be talking about zooming and using the mouse. That's how to use your mouse properly in CorelDRAW and how to zoom in. These are very, very important for beginners. So let's get started. Obviously, I'm going to start by clicking on new document, creating a new document, and like we did in the last video, choose RGB, click OK. So now I have my canvas area. Now I'm going to try the first function, left click. I'm sure you're already familiar with that. So let me left click here. Then the second function will be to left click, hold and drag to draw an object. You always have to come to the toolbox, pick a tool, then left click, hold and drag in order for you to draw that object. The same way for an ellipse tool, left click, hold and drag to draw that object. Now, if you left click, hold and drag while you're holding the control key, in this circumstance, it's going to give you a perfect circle. The same for the rectangle, it's going to give you a perfect square. Now, if you left click, hold and drag on an object, it's also going to help you move the object. Left click, hold and drag is also going to help you move the object. When it comes to text, I'm going to click on the text tool. Then I'm going to click on an empty space. And I'll type the word computer. Once I'm done, I can just start manipulating this. I can simply click on my pick tool in order for me to disable the text tool, which the shortcut for that in a situation like this is Control Spacebar. Remember, Control Spacebar. But if, for example, I'm on a different tool like the rectangle tool, and I don't need to switch back to the pick tool by pressing Control Spacebar. Spacebar alone will do it for you. But if it's a text tool, Control Spacebar will do that. So there's left click, hold and drag. There's control, left click, hold and drag. There's click on an object, hold and drag. And now we now have right click option, which gives you more options to copy, paste. So let's copy this. Right click here, paste, but paste back on top. So let's right click and paste in view. So we're going to paste in a separate place. That's what happens. We paste in the most suitable place the computer thinks you can view it, but CorelDRAW thinks you can view it. Left click, hold and drag. So now we have right click. We also have right click, hold and drag. Remember, we have left click, hold and drag. We have right click, then we have right click, hold and drag. Very easy. If there's any confusion you have, just drop your questions in the comment section. Okay, if there's any question you have, just drop your questions in the comments section and I'm going to answer you if I have time, or I'll definitely answer you. So now I have left click, hold and drag, right click, hold and drag. So if you right click, hold and drag, it gives you an option that says move here. Right click, hold and drag, copy here. I'm going to select this object and give it a color, give it an outline of something like 55. Now the outline is very thick. I'm going to give the outline a weird color so you can just see for the purpose of this drawing. Now if I left click, hold and drag this object over this object, you see it gives me more options. Copy here, move, but it now has copy fill here, so you can copy the green here. Left click, hold and drag over this object. It's going to copy outline, so it has copied the outline. Now if I left click, hold and drag over another object and I say copy all properties, now it has copied both the fill and the outline. Remember, if this video is too fast for you, you can always rewind it. And also, if you have any question that you think I'm skipping or you're confused about, you can drop it in the comment section below. And it will also be helpful if you subscribe, so if I release another video, you're going to get a notification. I think that helps. Turn on your notifications for that to happen too. So now, left click, hold and drag, right click, hold and drag, left click for object and right click for outline color. So once we dealt with that on the other video, left click for color fill, right click for outline fill. Now if I left click, hold and drag over a specific object, there's also an option here that says power clip inside. Power clipping is simply carrying one object or one item and putting inside another object or another item. So in order for me to have access to this power clip item, I'm sure you're wondering, because you can't move it anymore, you have to hold the control key. You can simply come here. Once you select the item, you see it appears. Say if you have a newer version of CorelDRAW, that's what's going to happen. But we that were used to the older versions, we just simply hold Control and click, and we are in. Hold Control, click out, you're out. Hold Control, click, you are in. You can move it however you want. Hold Control, click, and you are out. Hold. I'm going to show you guys another shortcut. Let me left click, hold, and drag over this. Copy all properties. Now, this is the left click, hold, drag, and drop with your right click. This is a shortcut for duplicate. Left click, hold, drag, and drop with your right click. It can also be done with your mouse trackpad. Let me try it and see, because I've been using an external mouse. So left click, hold, drag, and drop with your right click. This is one functionality that I've not been able to do with an Apple computer. That's one of the shortcomings of using CorelDRAW on an Apple computer. CorelDRAW is actually Windows based or Linux based. So anyway, there are shortcuts for that on your property bar in CorelDRAW in Apple. So if you're using an Apple computer, I'm sure you'll be able to do that. Now that we're done with all, almost all. Okay, there's one more functionality left, is the zoom functionality with the mouse. So if you roll with the ball or your scroll, you zoom in, you roll back, you zoom out. Come to a specific object, roll forward, in, roll back, out. Everybody in, everybody out. Protect this building. Nobody comes in, nobody goes out. Anyway, so that's the first zoom option you're going to know. It has to do with the mouse. The second one, or the second zoom option, has to do with the function keys. This is the part where we're going to zoom in, because I told you guys this video is about mouse functionality and zooming, and I think we've gone over the mouse. Now let's go over the zooming. F4 shows you. Let me zoom in so you understand. Let's say I'm viewing this specific part of my canvas area, and I want to know where every item is, because most people face this problem when using such software. Oh, I'm missing. How do I find my object? CorelDRAW has a perfect solution to that. All you have to do is touch your F4 button on your keyboard, and you see everything, no matter where it's hidden. Let's say you zoom out and there's an object far bottom right here, and you are here and you're trying to do something, and you're like, what's going on? Especially when you export a file and there's an empty white space, you're like, what's happening? Just press the F4 button and you see every object. So now you can delete what you don't want or bring it closer, whatever you want to do. So I'm going to press delete, and this is gone. F4. I'm sure most of you guys, or some of you guys, must have pressed the F4 on your keyboard right now, and maybe it's giving you the brightest or volume functionality. It's because you have not set your function keys, because the F you see on your keyboard there, F1, F2, is for function. So you have to set your function keys to default. So most keyboards have an FN at the bottom left corner. Look around, you're going to see it. So if you hold down your FN and you press that same F4, you get a different functionality. You understand? Well, mine in this situation is my volume. So in order for you to do that, if you're using a Lenovo computer like me, you can just simply go disable it in settings, or most computers like HP and the rest, you can go switch it in the BIOS. If you don't know how to do it in BIOS, your computer must have come with a specific software to help you do that. So it will be helpful for you to do that. But I did mine in BIOS. I didn't just do that. I'm using a Lenovo computer, so I switched my control with my FN. You know, Lenovo have the annoying thing where they switch the control with the FN. I switched it back, so my control is FN and my FN is control. So F4 zooms, F3 zooms out. F4 shows you everything. If you are zoomed in, F4. F3 zooms out. Now, if you selected a specific object, like I've done here, and you press Shift and F2, you zoom in to that specific object. Let's select another one. Shift and F2, boom. Let me select this text. Shift and F2, boom. F4 show me everything. However, there's a last functionality that I'm sure most of you guys will be interested in. It's your canvas area. Remember in the previous video we talked about the on canvas and the off canvas area. CorelDRAW recognizes that. Let's say I'm here. No need to select an object, no need to select an item or picture or whatever, and I hold Shift and F4. It will show me my canvas area. irrespective of whatever is on my screen. Remember, F4 shows you everything. Shift F4 shows you your canvas area. So let's go over the zoom again. Select an object, Shift F2 to zoom to that object, F3 to zoom out, F4 to show you everything on your canvas, on or off canvas, everything on your computer. Shift F4 shows you just your canvas area. Let me demonstrate so you understand. I'm going to highlight all these objects by left clicking and dragging over it. Click and move them to the right. Irrespective of where my objects are, Shift and F4 will just show me my canvas area. F4 will show me everything on the computer, every object or item on my canvas area, off canvas or on canvas area. F4, you see, it doesn't care about where my canvas area is. Shift F4. Now, if I press F3 to zoom out, Ctrl A to select all the items, click and drag. In case you are new to computers in general, Ctrl A is usually the universal shortcut to select everything. So once again, I think we've come to the end of the video. So let's go over everything we've done. Left click to select, which I'm sure you're all familiar with. Left click to click and drag to draw. Spacebar to drop your tool back to your pick tool. You always need to do that. Spacebar. Left click, hold and drag over an object. Right click, hold and drag to give you more options to move, copy, and left click, no, right click, hold and drag over another object to copy the property. Let me do it this way this time around. Left click, right click, hold and drag, copy all properties. So we copied both the object color and the outline color. Left click, hold and drag to power clip inside, so it has power clipped it inside. So now see, it's a different color. So if there's anything you think I'm missing in this part of the video, I think if there's any other step I skipped in this process, it will be emphasizing on always switching back to your pick tool. This is very important. Let's consider this a bonus for this section. Whenever you are on an object, you are clicking and dragging, you want to come and click here. It's not going to select this object for you. So you have to first of all go back to your pick tool. You can simply come back and click here. Then you can now click and drag. But if you're an object, for example, you can't click and drag. It's just going to keep drawing that object. The shortcut is spacebar or control spacebar, depending on whether you have selected a text or an actual object. So spacebar, but the reason why it's different for text is because spacebar is actually a function that the text tool recognizes as actual space. Computer tutorial is nice. Full stop. So you see the space bar. So in this situation, if you press simply press the space bar, it's just going to give you more spaces. So we have to press Control space bar. F4 to show you all my items. Click, hold and drag. Click, hold and drag. F4 to show you my items. Select this item. Click, hold and drag. Click, hold and drag to reshape. This is all left click. I recommend you try doing it yourself and seeing how your fingers are. Try to familiarize yourself with this, and I see you guys in the next video. Once again, it's your boy Awesome. I don't like it when people tell me to like and subscribe, but you can if you want to see more. So thank you.